Looks like Mr. West is going to win the leg. Kevin's going to be taking the first break.
Go ahead if you want, Shaun. Go ahead. I don't care.
I'll save the best for later.
Okay. That's when he has a heart attack. I hope you're satisfied. Shaun, you've been very Shaun.
I'm embarrassed to Shaun.
Hope you guys are ready to get this next match started here. Go ahead and text your buddies, hit the share button, let them know that the next match is live. We had a little bit of a break there, letting the players have a moment before they're starting their next match here. And now we're jumping right on into it. Muhammad, no. Wilkie actually put out, or sorry, West put out Mike Davis. So, that's 2 balls down. Shot on the 1 here. A little close. Good shot. Welcome back, everybody. Bringing you guys a B-side match between Kevin West and Shaun Wilkie. The winner of this match is going to have to go up against Jesus, who just went hill with Johan Chua. So we have 3 matches left in this event. You have this set, the match between the winner of this plays Jesus, and then the winner of that plays Johan in the finals for a true double elimination. That's a good shot there. Worked out good that both balls went in. At the 7, not gone in the side pocket there, and went, hit the point and bounced out. Could have tied up one of these balls, so it's a good thing that both balls fell there. Spins this 3 ball in. It's just a little out of line on this 4 ball here, but he should be fine. 5 does pass the 10 into the corner pocket. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Kevin looking to strike first in this set here. It was a good out there. He had to earn that. He had to had a tough shot on the 1 ball, and then he had to play the carom from the 2 to the 7. So he definitely earned the out there. That was a great run by Kevin. Let's see if Wilkie can return one back on him. I anticipate this being very much like the last set went. First 4 games were breaking runs back to back, and then a safety, and then a run out. That is the caliber of play that we are at for the rest of the day. We knew that getting the day started today, though. Strong field of players here. Here comes Wilkie's break. Let's see if he's still crushing these balls, man. Absolutely crushing them. So, me and Jake Lawson have been talking a little bit about it. We know that Wilkie has a sledgehammer style break. And we're talking about how with the template rack and the fact that he normally plays on 9-footers and we're on a bar box, that it would be pretty good for him if he would take a little bit off the break here. So he calls it in the corner. He's taking a moment here. Shaun's kind of being forced to take a moment here because he has to contact this ball. There's still enough balls on the table that it's likely that he can leave him tough. But man, he's in a tough spot himself. That 9 ball lays big for the 1-rail kick here. That was tough. That was tough. Oh, that worked out very nice. Steve, you are correct. Kevin had to put down Mike Davis to get to this set. Not exactly sure what the final score was when I was over there. I only got to see the last couple shots of their last game. Kevin's in prime location to be able to take an early 2-0 lead here in this match. It is alternating break format, so that is a huge lead in alternating break. Not only do you have to play lights out, but you have to hope that your opponent hands something back to you. What's going on, Danny? Checks that cue ball. Good speed. Gets perfect on the 10 ball here. And now Kevin is up 2-0 over Wilkie. All right, so Kevin up with an early lead here in the set and breaking. Looking to extend this. He's just going to try to take the most advantage of this as we can. Comes up short on the side pocket here. So this is going to be Wilkie's chance to strike back. If he can get out, then it'll be him to break. He can tie this back up. This is a critical rack here. Like, this will determine the momentum. And that one ball thought about not going in. See Shaun going to try to find a rhythm here. Probably take this 4 down in the corner. Lends to the 5 a lot better.
Yeah, it really looks like the 7 goes by the 9, so. Just got to draw back here for the 8.
Shaun's looking pretty strong here.
I really like the way Shaun draws the ball because he draws it very true and on the line. Like, you really don't normally see it grab and go in a different direction.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, he made very short work of that rack, and now he's up to break. And he's going to try to hit him with a break and run and tie this up 2-2. Put the pressure back on him. And you see the cue ball gets kicked right into the corner pocket there.
Sydney B, yeah, we do some other events. So if anybody's ever interested, and using BSN for your stream, you can send us a message through our Facebook, the Billiard Sports Network. Just shoot us a PM. Or you can email us at sales@bsncoverage.com. So one of the things that we've talked about before with Shaun having this big break, I mean, it really, you can't get any different between both players. I mean, he's got that break that he uses primarily for the 9-ball, and he just refuses to let up at all, even though he's on a bar table. Kevin West, more calculating soft break, and sometimes it gets Shaun in trouble.
Yeah, I'd definitely say this rack is going to be one of those times. I mean, you make a couple balls, you give your opponent ball in hand, and because you slammed him, everything's wide open.
And of course, Kevin is playing very well. I mean, you saw the match here on the TV table against Jesus. He's very capable of beating any of these guys. It.
That'll work out. Don't think that's the way he envisioned it, but he'll take it.
You just got to be careful here because the line right there on the 5, if he runs this all the way up, then you got the 10 over there. So if you bump the 10, you got to hope to bump it out of the way. But ideally, you want to go above this. And
Good speed.
Yeah, great shot. Little off angle here, given where the 7-ball's at. So he may just need to play this pocket speed and just try to bring the cue ball right to the rail, you know, without trying to do anything real funky. That's what I mean by funky, but look at this leave. Comes off and bumps it right into position.
He gets him back to back.
And Shaun, you can see Shaun in his chair just think to himself like, man, gets out of line and then gets a little bit of favorable roll there. Carlos, yeah, there's 4 players left. Kevin West, Shaun Wilkie, Jesus Atencio, and of course Johan Chua. So the winner of this match will go on to face Jesus. And of course, if you watch the Jesus Johan match, went to the hill, Jesus actually didn't miss a ball. And Johan missed 2 balls and scratched twice in the side pocket and won. So it just goes to show you can play perfect and not win. So you got to have some things that go right for you. But he is certainly playing well enough to come back through. And if he can make it through the next round here, oh, wow. He'll have to double dip Chua. 3-ball finds its way into the corner pocket. And Kevin's got a shot on the 1. Currently leading this match, race to 7, B side. Kevin's up 3-1. Of course, Kevin West just took down Mike Davis. So Mike, a very good player in his own right. So it just goes to show you the type of pool that Kevin's currently playing right now. Might want to just bump this 5 out of the way. Good shot.
Yeah, it creates a little bit of distance there. Gives him some room to work.
I'll see what Kevin likes here. The shot probably is to probably run this 4 up in the corner and just come off the rail here for position on the 5. But when I've seen Kevin shoot, he might cut this in the side and go up to the top rail and try to bring this ball back down. That's exactly what he did. So again, he's got a little bit of an angle on this, so he's either going to come off here below the 10 and come back around for the 6, or try to just cut this in with some follow. And that's what he does. Gets good shape on the 6. So here's the shot from the 6 to the 7.
How'd he hit it?
Yeah, good. Got right above the 7.
Mm.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you can actually just draw this back for the 8 inside. Now, we really can just go 3 rails back around for the 9. You see him loading up there with right hand spin. And Kevin's going to take a commanding lead here over Shaun Wilkie, 4-1. Of course, Kevin and Shaun just played a few rounds ago. Shaun was up 6-3 and ended up losing Hill. So Kevin is getting out to a big lead here. He doesn't want to go Hill again with Shaun. Yes, Carlos raced to 7, both sides. Prize pot, including the Calcutta, I think is just over about $4,000 for first place. So not too bad for a $60 entry.
Not bad at all.
So now you see there, Shaun took a little bit off of the break.
Yeah.
But you see where he's coming in at it. He's coming in at a little bit from the side. So even though he pockets the ball, he doesn't have a shot on the 1, but he certainly can play it safe here. And he could just send this 1 down. It's not a bad shot. Looks like the 5 ball's in the way. 2 balls in the way. I maybe would have liked him to send this cue ball 2 rails, though, off of that bank and try to get to the center table, like behind the 10 and the 3. Leave the 1 ball down there. Because now Kevin's going to kick at this, and he's got the 1-10. Which he doesn't call. But look at this. He pockets the ball legally. Shaun has the option. Of course, he can see the 1, so he's going to take this. But if he'd have been snookered, he could have gave it back to Kevin. It's a little bit on the wrong side of this 2 ball. Gets a bump on the 10. Shape right on the 4. You see how Shaun likes to use the rails a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now he'll come 3 rails into the 8. Oh, no, he just drew it back. Thought he had a little bit more of an angle on the 7. Shaun gets out there, brings it within 2. You know, so that's one of the questions we always get asked. Well, I get asked a lot is, you know, about Shaun Wilkie. You know, how does he play compared to, you know, some of these other top guys? But you just saw it right there. If the table's open, he can get out just like the rest of them. So, you know, a lot of the things that differentiate these guys is the break. So you can see, you know, different styles in break by Kevin West. He's going to break a little bit easier and really try to make the 2 balls behind the 1 in the side pockets, and he's breaking just off center, just a bit outside. Ooh, almost scratches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he gets,
And you can see the 1.
yeah, he gets a little kick on the 3 in the corner. You can see a little bit of the 1. I don't think he can make it. Could play a carom here on the 1, trying to pocket the 6. And that's what he's looking at. He's trying to eye up the carom. And he's got to hit this actually kind of, I don't want to say hard, but he wants to get the 1 ball like off the rail. So at least he can play it maybe in the side or in the corner down there. Worst thing is you don't want to get stuck where he's at and have no shot on the 1.
It's okay if he rubs the 4 here too, as long as he gets the 4 out of his way.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing he's going to look at here too, because he's going to be catching just a part of the 4, and he's really close to the rail. He don't want to catch the 4 and get snookered behind it.
Oh.
And that's one of the things he was worried about there. So he just tried to bump the 4. You know, because you got to be careful which side you catch of it.
Yeah, because if you count that on the outside, on the right side of the 4, it could just leak out and block him.
Shaun just going to be careful here of the 7, so he draws out. And he'll draw this 4 ball, cue ball off the 4 ball, off the rail. Melvin, these are 7-foot diamonds that we're playing on. This is Bar Table Championship. So Shaun's got to get in position here for the 8.
Perfect.
Yeah, great shot by Wilkie. Just eases it into the lip of the pocket. Shaun gets within 1. Kevin still leads 4-3. Alternating breaks, so Shaun will have his turn at the table. Carefully making sure the Rack stays straight as he puts the 1 in. The loser of this match will finish 4th place. Winner moves on to face Jesus.
And right back to the big break, and he pays for it.
I just, it's tough to see.
Knowing that the fix is.
Yeah, like you already know what's, Kevin's breaking differently, and you're continuing to slam the rack, and it's, this is what happens. The cue ball kind of gets away from you.
The cue ball didn't even get kicked that time.
Yeah, it just went
bounced
straight back
off the rack.
Yeah.
It was still hopping. It's like he hit it so hard the English didn't even really fully catch yet. That top spin to stop it.
Well, that's what he always says when I ask him about it. He just says, well, I want to hit it hard and pop it up in the air and get it to park itself right in the middle, but it's not easy to do, and especially when you're hitting it at that type of velocity.
Well, yeah, 'cause, I don't know, something that how you were talking about, somebody earlier moved the cue ball back a diamond.
Yeah,
because, it was Jesus.
Right.
Yeah, he wanted to put a little bit more oomph in it, so he scooted the cue ball back to compensate. Because he's so much, not only is it the same power, but he's so much closer to the rack. So that cue ball, when it pops, that cue ball jumped back 5 feet straight into the pocket.
Kevin almost got himself in some trouble here, but
yeah, he did. He flirted with danger right there.
But it worked out.
Zigzag across table here.
Yeah.
It was well hit.
And Kevin is, barring a mistake here, is going to get out. You just come off the rail here and play the 8 inside. You can't get any better than that. All he's got to do is stop it here. Kevin West.
Playing strong.
Yeah, showing off the skills. Even we were talking to Jesus after the Chua match, and he just said, yeah, Kevin plays good. Breaks real good. Of course, Kevin's no stranger to beating the pros. He's taken a lot of them down in his time, especially on the bar table action here. But finishing 9th, 12th at Turning Stone tells you that he can play on the big tables as well. Shaun's going to have to adapt here. But Kevin's got a 2-game lead, and he's breaking, so as long as he continues to break well. There goes that 9. And not sure if he's going to have a shot here on the 1.
I do. I need some food. I'll do the AM burger again. That joint was good. Yes. No tomato. You're the best.
Gotcha. Need anything? Coke? Warm the food up? Of course. These have you.
So Kevin's taking taking a good look here at the one. It looks like the one.
Is he gonna try to take it inside?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because it definitely doesn't go by the 8. Or is he cutting this in the? Is he back cutting this in the corner? That angle that he's checking out the side pocket now.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is he can make the ball, but he's got to get shape on the 2.
Just, yeah, it might roll too far. Delicate. Oh, right off the 3, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, that would have been great. And look at this, you have the 5-10 combo down here. So if Shaun can navigate this to the 1, 2, 3, 4 and get to the 5, it's pretty quick work.
Back within 1 and him breaking, having a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, he's just got to draw off the rail here.
Time to make it happen.
That's good right there. Even though he's on the rail, he can just just float this cue ball down, roll it, and get straight on the 4. He already sees the 5-10.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I mean, it's pretty much dead. And just follow this down. And he wants to get straight on it. It's okay. It's an okay angle.
Yeah, I mean, being that the 5-10 are perfectly aligned.
He'll just put a little draw on it.
There we go.
Five, 4. Wilkie breaking. Here's his shot to make a ball and get out to tie it up. I'm curious to see if he's going to adjust here on his break.
He has to. He has to. I mean, whatever he broke it soft, he actually turned out okay. He didn't like the shot he had on the 1, but I mean, it wasn't him scratching, and he's scratched twice on the break now.
Like, I like to think that I've had this conversation with him so many times that somewhere in the back of his head is thinking,
he hears you talking to him right now.
Jake has said, for the love of God, just take a little bit off.
He hears that conversation you guys had rolling right now. I guarantee it.
Because it's certainly not like a one-and-done conversation that we've had in the past. So he still moves the cue ball up, but he moves a little further into the center instead of. I can already tell he's gonna slam these. And look at this. This is a favorable break. Almost gets kicked in, but stays out, and now he's got a shot on the 1.
Well, I mean, he scared the cue ball out of the pocket because he yelled at it.
He did yell at it. Because it did. The 3 kicked it. Now he's got to get out of this situation here with the 1. He'll just come 2 rails probably out for the 2. Oh, hit a little firm. This is not an easy shot here because he needs to calculate. And doesn't want to scratch here. This is not easy. Because the way he's eyeing up, he's trying to miss the side pocket here. He's gonna bump it.
This
is
perfect. Could have 3-ball rolled out a little bit further than I thought it was about to, but
yeah, this definitely takes the difficulty up a little bit because he'll be cueing over the 10-ball. And now he's looking on you see the line he's looking on, so that's the tangent line. He knows it's going to be thin, so he wants to see if I cut it in while I miss the 10 and come straight up table and not touch anything.
Even if he clips the inside of the 10 like what he's looking at right now, cue ball squirts over to the left a little bit and he'll have a shot on the 4.
Yeah, I mean, because he's gonna hit this with medium speed.
Yeah, you got to get the 3 over there. It's so thin.
So the only thing he doesn't want to do, and the 9-ball is is kind of by the side pocket, so you don't really have to worry about if you hit the bad side of the 10. Like, you know, scratching in the side pocket. But you can tell he's still looking because I'm just so used to him shooting. I know that when he takes thin cuts, he just likes to go like center or high ball English on the cue. So he likes to play safe.
It's not a bad shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of, he knew it was going to be tough. And if the 3-ball, you know, doesn't get that half a roll, then he's got a good shot on the 3 on the side. So he's made a smart shot here, because Kevin, you know, to go up table and down on this 3, you have the 9 comes into play. Like, you'd have to just miss the 9, which is going to be very tough to do. But he's going to give it a whirl. He's called it in the corner. So you can see there coming down into it, like, you've got to hit this perfect. And actually, he's probably going to hit center diamond here, because they're almost on the same plane. He hits it hard and gets a good hit, but look, he scratches.
That's the favor Wilkie needed. Bear down, get out of this rack, adjust your break, win the set. This is one of those adapt or die situations.
Like, I understand that he's trying to prove a point that you can still break hard. And you can tell that Kevin,
what avail, though? Like,
you can tell Kevin is also pattern racking. So the thing is Shaun is not going to do that either. He's racking random. Kevin, if you look at the rack, same balls every time in the same place. So that way he gets the same pattern when he breaks. So it's not in the rules that you can't pattern rack, so some guys are going to do it. So no fault on Kevin West's part.
yeah, we were having the conversation last night, not necessarily about, patterns, but about whether or not people will leave that little hairline gap in the rack to be able to.
It's really hard to do here with the Magic rack. But the other side of that is, if all the balls are touching, then you're still going to get that same, like, if you hit at the same speed. So you'll see he'll rack the 8, 9, then he'll have the 10, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the back, and 2, 3 on the corners. So this is how he racks every single time. So he'll make sure they're all tight, and then he'll make the break. He'll I wouldn't say soft break, but probably like in between soft and medium. And he'll stay pretty close to center. Just off a hair, but he'll hit it full. And you see he brings the cue ball straight back, and he makes the 9 right in the side. And he's got a shot on the 1, but
he's got some congestion to work through this rack. Can't tell if, obviously, the 2 and the 8 are tied up there. Can't tell if the 3 goes by the 8 yet. But yeah, like what we were talking about last night is, hey, if people are going to do something that gives them an advantage that is not against the rules, you're putting yourself at a massive disadvantage if you don't do something to counter.
Oh, for sure.
And then in that situation, it's kind of tough.
So let's see what Kevin does here. I'm trying to go ahead and break this 2-ball up now.
Good shot.
That's one problem solved.
And just play for the bank if he wants to.
He did get fortunate there, though, because he could have come up into that and hit that tip of the pocket and not gotten the breakout.
Yeah, he hit it well.
might play for the bank here.
Yeah, I think he has to, because I mean the 4 with where the 4 lays there.
Yeah, you can't break. You couldn't break out the 3. But he got really good shape here for the bank.
You just draw this back a little bit.
Yeah.
You're golden. And he gave himself the perfect angle to not need very much.
You
if
see him
anything.
cueing a little low inside too to hold the angle. That was a
He
great
drills
shot.
it.
So still got the 7-8 and the 6. I mean, where the 6 lays at, if he gets up there perfect, then you have the 7 right in the side, or the 7 all the way down table.
Even if he gets bad on it, that 7-8 doesn't look like it's the most difficult combo, depending on where the cue ball is. I'd say he's looking good here. This kind of will determine how the rest of the pattern's going to go right here.
Oh, no.
Wilkie's time to shine.
I mean, I'm not even really sure why he hit it that way, unless he was like trying to get perfect shape on the 5 in the side. But even where he's at now, it wasn't perfect. So this is no gimme here either. I mean, Shaun can pocket the 4, but he's going to have to deal with the... Hopefully he doesn't have to deal with the 7-8.
Yeah, you think he hits this a little high inside?
Yeah, probably so. But the further you're away from the ball,
Yeah,
the
it
more
starts to
difficult
swerve
it
a
is
little
with
bit.
the... Yeah.
You might be able to just get through these balls.
He just hits it with just a tad bit. He almost bumped the 7 out of the way. That would have been great. So now this shot, he's going to pocket the 5 and draw past the side pocket. So
This actually might work okay. If he can get all the way up table to where he's slightly straight on the 6. Oh, yeah.
he bumps the 8 right out of the way.
I don't know.
But
It might have came right back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still blocking that pocket.
So this is going to be really a key shot. This is where Shaun's ball-making abilities are going to come into play here, because he's got to get really good on the 7 because it doesn't go.
He's thinking about trying to run into the 7 now.
Yeah, if he could somehow, like if the angle was not as, like he's looking at it here, like if he could hit this with like a little low outside and come into the 7 and bump it. And look, that's how he's
Here's the
queuing up.
shot.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That was a good shot by Shaun.
That was great.
But now, it's just, you hear him let out a little sigh of relief there, but
Yeah, he knew it was a little bit of a risk. Take this into the top right corner pocket there. And
so this is a tough shot too, because he's looking to see where the cue ball line is. Oh, he's going the other way with it.
he didn't have to do anything besides
Draw
not
this
scratch
to
right
the
here.
rail.
And he's good. There it is.
Great shot by Shaun.
You got Andea from Orlando, Florida watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. I'm about to see if Wilkie can take this rack here and take a lead for the first time in the set. It was tied, and then he went down, and he's been trailing. You better slow down, cue ball. Good deal.
Shaun Wilkie first to the hill. Big thank you to our stream sponsors. Without these guys, none of this would be possible. Brewers and Q's on the Boulevard. Baltimore City Q's, Raymans Pro Shop down in Richmond, Virginia. Brian B. Quick, Concept Commercial Interiors. And one of our new sponsors, restaurant Reputaions.com.
Yeah, shout out to the few people who have decided to click that donate link for us. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bethany Sykes. Speaking of Baltimore City Q's,
Perfect timing.
sponsored by Baltimore City Q's is Bethany Sykes, local Virginia, DC, Virginia player. Thanks for joining us on the stream. So here it is. Can Shaun get a good break? Keep the cue ball in play. See it go again, almost in the corner again. So, one of the good things here is that he's not left an easy shot for Kevin West.
All right, everybody. We got 5 more minutes. I'm going to draw for cases, the shaft, and jump cue. So come and get your tickets. 5 minutes on the draw. Start the draw. Thank you.
So it looks like Kevin is going to either try to thin this one. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. It's a good roll there. Shaun's just going to kick it to the rail and play safe. So Kevin is also going to try to play safe here, I imagine. You can tell the one doesn't go by the 2 up here in the corner. So Kevin looks like he's trying to get him like right behind the 5 ball. That's exactly what happens. So now Shaun is snookered. Very difficult here to make a hit. So it looks like he's trying to go up between the 10 and the 7 here. He's called the corner pocket. I almost like going to the side rail there, just past the 8, and maybe trying to hit it with a little inside. But either way, I mean, it's actually this way is a little bit better, because if he does hit it and doesn't make it, he may have an opportunity to have the 4 ball come in and play. But this is going to turn out okay. I got the 110 down there. I don't know if it doesn't look like Kevin can see the full ball on the 1. I don't know if he can see any of So nice kick safety there by Shaun. Kevin calls the 6. Missed the 7 ball here. He hits it good, but look at this. The 1 ball's going to trail over. And he's going to let Shaun get to the table with an open shot on the 1. So Shaun now will try to navigate this rack. To advance on. So he's still got some work to do here. Just bumps the 10 and gets position over here on the 2. You could see him looking at the 10 earlier. Just going to follow this into the side and come up for the 3. Still got a little bit of an angle here, so he tries to bump the 8, but he goes a little far. But this is actually okay because he can still kick this in. Cut this in, and hopefully come past the 7. Yeah, that was a very good shot by Shaun. And then most likely he's going to kick this, or he'll cut this 5 ball in and come off the rail back to the other side to play the 6. And now it gets a little bit easier for him. He'll just come out here for the 7. Right in the side pocket. And now it really becomes a stop here. Draw back maybe a little bit of angle for the 9. There he goes. Now he's just going to come down. He'll probably pull a little left-hand spin here and come right in here by the first diamond, right past the side pocket. Perfect. Kevin concedes. Shaun Wilkie wins.
Good stuff.
Yeah, gets his revenge on Kevin.